Hey, what's going on, my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 5 things I think you should know about this powerful upcoming new moon on August 1st, 2019. It's a very strong and tricky energy right now. We're on the tail end of Mercury retrograde, and we've been kind of in this gestation period, doing a lot of rearranging within our lives, within ourselves, preparing us to move forward in a new way and maybe even in a new direction. But we're kind of at the peak point of that gestation, figuring out recalibration sort of process where you're probably chomping at the bits to go forward in your life, but it's just there's these loose ends you got to clean up, there's these snags, there's these little points where maybe you feel indecisive and just different things you're trying to balance in your life. And this can of course also affect you physically, so it's kind of it can be kind of an uncomfortable energy. But here's the thing: what is happening right now is an extremely profound and life-altering recalibration of your energy, of your vibration, of your energy field. That's why it can be kind of intense at times, because you're aware of how your energy blends in with your surrounding world. And with this increased awareness, it's our jobs, or just our natural decision to make sometimes quick and uncomfortable changes and adjustments so we can feel better, so we can feel in alignment. And that's the outcome: you feeling better, you feeling more uplifted, more yourself, more in alignment with your potential, more of your soul taking precedence in your life, in your character and personality, and being more of a dominant influence in the creation of your life. It's an amazing time to go forward in a beautiful way that none of us have even experienced yet. It's powerful. But if you feel a little bit discombobulated, it's cool. It's part of the recalibration, my friend. And I'll of course get more into it as I go forward with this video and break this down into 5 more digestible things and themes that will help make more sense of what you're experiencing and help you have clarity and focus so you can move forward and then take advantage of this amazing opportunity. Real quick, one more thing before I get into the video. I already shot the whole video, and at the end I felt I wanted to add this one thing in case any of you are experiencing this. So as we go through these rather intense recalibration periods in our journey, which I feel a lot of us are in right now, it does sometimes manifest in unusual physical awakening or ascension symptoms. So it's common right now if you feel like more tired than normal, even though you might be sleeping. You might be not sleeping at all and feel tired as well. You might feel foggy in your brain. You might feel a little bit almost overly sensitive to your energy systems and your chakras, where it's like there's almost feelings of tension and pockets of energy throughout your body. And that sort of thing. So if you're feeling a bit just like out of it, like out of sorts, not knowing why, like why am I feeling this way, man? Get it together. It's normal. And in fact, the more you're feeling that, the more profound and the more gravity of the shift, the uplifting, positive shift that's taking place for you right now. If you're feeling that, it's a time to kind of play it cool, be patient, and trust the process. Number 1, I would bet almost all of you are in a process of purifying the energy of your life, which even though I do energy updates, I really do try to take a somewhat grounded and sort of pragmatic approach to life. So what I just said is kind of a contradiction to that statement, but here's the thing. Here's what I think a lot of us are finding, is that we're now at a point within our consciousness where we can really perceive in a much more clear way than ever before how the energies of all the various situations in our lives impacts us. And it's a lot more dramatic than we thought. So maybe there's a person in your life that is not a match for you. You're gonna feel held back, held down, suffocated by that one person. Maybe you only see him a little bit, but just the presence, the influence in your life is going to really, it can halt your forward progress. It can halt your journey to authenticity and sort of, in a sense, create complications in your life. And right now, this new moon is helping us become aware of the situations. It doesn't have to be a person, it could be anything. The car you drive, the shoes you wear, the thoughts you entertain, the habits you feed. You're gonna be aware of how they're affecting you, okay? And you're gonna feel like you really want to resolve them. But sometimes when we're in a period of being sort of inundated with the information, it can be difficult, like you're stuck in the mud when you go and try to resolve it. It can be a period of just learning. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. Oh yeah, and also this isn't working. And it's like, okay, well, I want to clean it up. And that's what this new moon is going to be, kind of the shift where you're going to find yourself doing that. Finally clicking with the choices, cutting the cords, making the decision to clean up the energy of your life. And when you do this, you will feel instantly better. You'll feel it. You will feel the weight, the energetic weight of this circumstance gone. And then you feel like a homecoming, like, yes, this is who I am. This is how I want to feel. And then imagine going through life feeling like that. That's what's happening with us right now. Number 2, I wrote down strong intuition. And it will need to be, because sometimes the energetic consequences of being in a situation that's no longer ideal for you, it won't always make sense to cut the cord or sever the tie or move on from. But we're at a time where your intuition will be louder, will be more clear and obvious, and it very well sometimes does conflict with common logic, how things look on paper. But I've been through these cycles many times, and I've learned that my intuition is always right. Even if it seems like, you know what, I feel you, intuition. I see what you're saying, but look at this. I think there's potential here. I think this could work. I think we should wait it out. And it's always like, I told you so, says the intuition, okay? So now is a very wise time to listen to your instincts. And I've been doing this for a long time, and it really has helped me create miracles in my life. A long time ago, I saw this psychic named Kevin. He was like my psychic advisor a long time ago. And he would always say, Victor, you're very intuitive. You need to listen to your intuition. He said, if you think someone's a butthead, they're a butthead. Just listen to that first instinct about a situation or scenario, and it's going to always be right. And I took that seriously. It resonated, and therefore I've sort of gone through life like that most of the time, not all the time. And the times I haven't, it's bit me in the butt, okay? So I know all the people who watch my videos are also very intuitive, and your intuition is going to be, I would recommend to be your primary source of guidance, especially at this time. It'll not only allow you to sort of clean up the energy, as I said, but it will allow you to create miracles in your life faster than you could even imagine, because your intuition is, it comes from a higher source that you are now tapping into. Number 3 will seem unrelated, but it's not. I wrote down relationship awareness. What I mean by that is that, and I spoke about this in a recent video, is that this dawning of awareness isn't going to just allow us to manifest and like create cool things in our life. It's giving us this like Zen-like wisdom and the more obvious awareness of what truly matters to the soul, to the self, the true self, you, to your true self. And sometimes a lot of us in the beginning of our awakening, and even for quite a while, find ourselves in a life, circumstance, relationships, everything on all levels that we want to change, we want to like get out of and move on from and transcend, because it's creating stress and pain maybe even in our life. And for a while, the awakening can kind of take on that direction of just, let's get out of the thick of things and into a place of like safety and clarity and, of getting out of the stress. But it's not all about that. That's just one little part of it. Another huge part of it is something that's kind of sneaking up on us from within. It's that, again, what really matters is the people, our relationships, just how we treat other people. And it's beautiful, what seems to be blossoming within us is like more of a genuine, compassionate way of relating with other people, where you might start finding happiness and joy and personal freedom from living for other people, not in an imbalanced way, but where you really are mindful of how you affect people. And I know this is not a knock on anyone's character. I think if I'm honest, I am fairly selfish and egoic. I think the nature of the egoic consciousness on the planet is like that. And we're kind of waking up to that and realizing, you know what? This isn't just about me. It's about other people. And what's liberating about that is that it never had to be just about us. It can really just be about delivering, just being good to those around us. And we will feel uplifted and good. And the relationships in your life can really take on a brand new quality and depth and connectedness. But what, for me, the way it's come up is sort of an awareness of the ways in which I, as Napoleon Hill says, drift. It's like when you drift into egoic thinking, and again, sort of like the me mindset, and it can be sometimes tough to accept. Like, wow, I'm actually doing that. I don't want to have to admit that to myself, but only when I do that can I make the change. Okay. Number 4, I wrote down perfect timing, which it sounds great. Divine timing. Everything happens in the right timing. And we can truly let go of our need to control things because everything's always unfolding perfectly. That's sort of the level of consciousness we're all moving towards. And obviously it's a good thing, but it takes some getting used to. Because so often the spiritual journey unfolds at a rate, at a pace, in ways, in winding ways that are completely like ass backwards to the linear thinking mind and the order things it thinks needs to happen and transpire and unfold. It can create a little bit of internal conflict as life sort of forces us into more of a perfect synchronistic divine timing. So what I'm saying is there might be things you think you got to do now, things you really want to evolve and transform and change and adjust and go towards, and all these different things. And sometimes life will kind of put you in a bit of a lull where things seem like they're too much at a standstill. You want to make a move. And we're all learning that when this happens, we truly can yield to it. That we truly can sort of relinquish control of our mind's incessant desire to control everything. That maybe it doesn't have all the information. Maybe it doesn't actually know the best way to do things. Maybe the higher self, the spirit, our life is the way to kind of derive guidance. So if you feel kind of conflicted, maybe antsy, like you want to make some changes in your life, but it just doesn't feel right to do, then just wait. Then you can just sort of in that moment choose to go back to number 2 and sort of listen to your intuition and just wait and see what happens. Okay? Now it's a time of divine timing. It's a time when you might feel stuck, but you're not really stuck. You're actually exactly where you're supposed to be. And you being stuck and at a standstill, ironically, is exactly what you need to blast forward in all the ways you want to. Because it really is all about that impeccable timing. And you are now becoming so refined and dialed in vibrationally where you're going to be seeing this perfect timing playing out in your life and blowing your mind every time it does. And number 5, finally, as this new moon kind of hits and Mercury retrograde sort of goes away, you'll find that you're finally unstuck and able to go forward in new, maybe unexpected, exciting, and also more well-rounded ways, encompassing all the different variables to you living your best life. Which again is more than just getting out of the stressful situations, which you will. It's more than just raising your vibration so you can manifest and create rapid miracles in your life. It's also about your ability to sort of dig into the present moment and be truly happy and at peace. And it's funny because once you start focusing on doing that more, you find out that there's so much joy and peace in just your everyday life, and it's really not so much dependent upon the things you have going on or the things you want to do. It's more about we can all sort of settle into a quiet joy right here as you're watching this, right here as I'm filming this. We can really let go and dig into that moment. But also I really feel that there'll be a lot of sparks of new ideas, of new directions, of new exciting directions to go in that wouldn't have been available had we not gone through this rather intense shakeup and vibrational rearrangement and recalibration. In a sense, it's not fun to stop and recalibrate and have all the different symptoms, but it is so helpful in the long run for us. So this new moon will really mark the beginning of the wheels finally spinning forward, and I think we're all going to feel really good and very pleased with where we're heading in life. So I feel very, very optimistic about this energy, even though it feels kind of intense right now in the moment of me shooting this. I feel it's wrapping up pretty quickly here. So take that for what you will, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you all nothing but the best on your path, on your journey, and in your life. If you're new to my channel, let me just say I do have a free guided meditation that I offer everybody. It's designed to help you tap into your higher self more easily, and it's totally free. You can check it out down below at the top of the description box or in that first comment. And with that said, I'm going to bounce. You all have an amazing day, an amazing life. Be here soon. Namaste.